नमस्कार, मैं मनीष कुमार वर्मा। आज बताने जा रहे हैं कि किस प्रकार ने CJI 75वां सुप्रीम कोर्ट के स्थापना दिवस पर क्या क्या बोले। आइए सुनते हैं डायरेक्ट वहां से, दिल्ली से।
In the course of hearing a case, judges must provide valuable mentorship from the bench to younger advocates for learning the ropes of the profession. As seasoned members of the legal profession, it is easy to forget how apprehensive we all felt and how little we knew as green young advocates, fresh out of law college. Your patience, gentleness and guidance from the bench will nurture the talent of young advocates and allow them to fulfill their potential. As they grow in years, they will share the mentoring they receive for the betterment of society and the legal profession. Every judge has the ability to transform not only the lives of lawyers who appear in court, but the present and future of our society. But to do so, we must realize as judges that we exist for reasons beyond our own existence. The core of our function is to serve others. That can happen when we put ourselves in the place of those who come before us with real life stories of suffering and injustice. A young district judge from a rural court recently shared her experiences and said that while most members of the bar are respectful, a few lawyers frequently addressed her disrespectfully and with condescension. The issue appeared to arise solely due to her age and gender. Such instances can be disheartening. Your support to younger colleagues at such times is invaluable and would strengthen the fabric of the judicial institution. These multifarious responsibilities bring extraordinary challenges. It is difficult for a judge not to be affected by the actual face of suffering that each of us encounters every day. A family which is coming face to face with a gruesome crime, an under trial who is languishing for years, or the children in a parental matrimonial dispute. Judges are, despite being professionals, affected by their own brush. Their mental health may suffer as a consequence. This aspect is of great consequence, but it unfortunately does not receive the attention which it merits. As a step towards a more open discussion on the topic, the third session today is on judicial wellness, with a focus on holistic wellness, stress management, mental health, and quality of life. I hope that the discussion will bring to your attention practices which not only enhance your ability to discharge your duties effectively, but enrich your lives. Our education is not complete with the completion of our degrees. While our formal education may end there, our practical learning extends beyond our days at university. Each case has the potential to make us more sensitive to the human condition and the human story behind the case. This in turn enables us to practice judging with empathy and compassion. Besides, the judicial academies conduct training programs on a variety of topics, including newly enacted laws to ensure skill upgradation. I encourage you to make use of these opportunities where highly skilled trainers are invited to share their expertise. Judges can keep up with the evolving times by updating themselves with new laws and changing societal conditions. Society changes with the passage of time, and while judges are required to be islands, standing independent, they must still be aware of the world around them. This is indispensable in ensuring that justice is delivered in each case. I must also take this opportunity to share with you data on two important aspects of the judiciary in India today. The first is to do with the adoption of technology in our legal system, and the second concerns the demographic shift in the judiciary. In 2023-24, 46.48 crore pages of court records have been scanned or digitized. 714 district court websites have been hosted on the S3 VAS platform of the Government of India. The National Judicial Data Grid, managed by the E-Committee in conjunction with the National Informatics Center, is a mine of data not only for lawyers but also for citizens. 2 days ago, we inaugurated the War Room in the Supreme Court, which gives us a complete picture of information pertaining to every single court in India. It reflects real-time data of over 4 crore cases across the district courts and the high courts. 970 e-Seva Kendras are fully functional in district court complexes, and 27 are coming up and running in the premises of the high courts. E-Seva Kendras assist lawyers and litigants with e-processes by providing assistance for e-filing, providing information regarding the status of the case, and so on. In so doing, these centers ensure that the digitization of the court process does not disadvantage common citizens in any way. They bridge the digital divide where it exists and reflect the principle animating citizentric services. No person will be left behind. The eCourts project has also been responsible for the computerization of over 3,500 court complexes and more than 22,000 courtrooms across India. The district judiciary has played a crucial role in deploying technology in day-to-day affairs. District courts in the country have heard 2.3 crore cases through video conferencing. This achievement is unparalleled in any other country in the world. The judgments of the Supreme Court are being translated in every language recognized by the Constitution. 73,000 judgments translated into all our languages are already in the public realm. This will pave the way for the dissemination of legal knowledge to citizens in the language which they understand. I only hope that we will now have legal education in every regional language so that we generate new bands of lawyers who will be well equipped in their own mother tongues to argue before the courts and promote the cause of justice. Each of us must be alive to the fact that merely purchasing technological devices is insufficient in the mission to ensure that courts are citizen-centric. Rather, we must embrace and implement technological processes by utilizing the technology at our disposal and ensuring their full use in our work. I speak from personal experience when I say that this will not only benefit citizens and other stakeholders in the legal system, but will also ensure that our work as judges is conducted with greater efficiency. After the adoption of the Parichay application at the Supreme Court, I no longer use a pen to sign or mark the administrative files which require my attention. I instead review and approve files using my computer. This has created a smoother workflow for the registrars at the court as well. All my senior colleagues are also following suit. I now turn to the data on the changing demography of the Indian judiciary. An increasing number of women have been joining the district judiciary in the past few years. Women consisted of 58% of the total recruitment for civil judges in Rajasthan in 2023. 66% of the judicial officers appointed in Delhi in 2023 were women. 78 out of 108 judicial officers in Delhi were women. In Uttar Pradesh, 54% of the appointments for Civil Judge Junior Division in the batch of 2022 are women. In Kerala, 72% of the total number of judicial officers were women in the recently appointed batches. These are a few examples which paint the picture of a promising judiciary for the future. I've given you a few examples, but this example is replicated across India, whether it is Maharashtra or Madhya Pradesh. You just name the state and that is replicated. Now the question is, how do we ensure that these young women who are joining the judiciary will truly be mentors for the changing face of Indian society? And I do believe that this is the cause for hope. So we today have a young judiciary which is technologically savvy, technologically equipped, and truly representative of the changing demographic of India, of a true young nation, highly educated. They're all joining.
अवश्य देखें, अपना राय कमेंट बॉक्स पर अवश्य भेजें। जय हिंद, भारत माता की जय।